Hey, what's up? Here's Cedric here. CRWC commentary, Survivor Series, San Diego, War Games. Um, I'm pretty much gonna speed through this. That's really what's gonna happen. So, um, first and foremost, all right, short show, nicely done. Um, Survivor Series, they really, I know they own the rights to it and all. So if you own it, you got to use it, not necessarily, but change the name. They did Survivor Series on SmackDown and it was not that well, which is probably why they won't do it for this. I, man, they could really do some, hey, some 4 or 5 on 5, and then the winners of that can be in the battle royal. The winner of that would get like a title shot or something. But Survivor Series should be Survivor Series. War games should just be war games. Have your matches, yada yada, war games at the end. Yeah. So it came to the women. You got Rhea Ripley, AJ Lee, Charlotte Flair, Io Sky, Alexa Bliss, and then on the opposing team you got Becky Lynch, Asuka, Kairi Sane. Well, yeah, I would say Sane, but Kairi Sane, Nia Jax, Lash Legend, and it was fine. I would give this a 3-star match. Um, Rhea Ripley looked insane. Her mask made her look insane. I'm like, no, don't let her near me. She gonna just come at me and just try to bite my jugular out. I don't need that. She's pre-zombie. That's what she looked like. She's just trying to get a feel for it. I was just, every time they showed it, I was like, no, not, Um, Charlotte loved her outfit. I love the bright cross. I know she's doing it for the girl that, poor, she's going through some things, uh, brain cancer and stuff, and she was there at the event. That was awesome. But I thought that was so awesome. I think all the females there were, in a sense, giving some kind of tribute to that. Um, all of them with some form of reddish or pink on them somewhere. Io Sky is going to be in every single war games or something thereof, so she can jump off the top with the trash can on it, and I think that's just dumb. If that's the, you should be able to offer something better than that. Like wrestling. So one day they're gonna just let her hit, just let it be what it is. Um, but you know, and in this, hey, the baby faces won. That was pretty cool. Then you've got John Cena and Dominic Mysterio in a continental match. Cena's defending. Awesome. I love his intro. Um, Dominic looked like he washed his hair for once, so that's pretty good. And the match was going well, doing what it's got to do. Dominic is really awesome as a heel or a cool heel. Um, I thought Cena did just, he did well in the match. You need to stop bumping his gums just so you can not know what's about to happen. But other than that, and I was like, oh, okay, this is gonna be reversed. He's telling him what to do. Oh, okay, this probably get reversed too. He's telling him what to do. Okay, Cena's gonna get this one because he's telling him what to do. I'm like, yeah, and I'm just okay. So, but it was still a good match. It was still a good match, and you had the rest of Judgment Day. The guys, they came in. It's like, yeah, this isn't gonna go the way you think. And in the opening, you had the females of Judgment Day, and it was like, I don't know what you did, but I know you did something. You're supposed to be hurt. I love how the ref played that off. I was like, the ref finally acted like red shoes, So that was good. Um, so he ejected the females, and then the dudes had ran in a little bit later, and then Liv comes out, and it's to a pop. She runs to the ring, and she got in that ring, and whoo, she was probably like, I don't remember running that far before, because she was exhausted. She was tired. She was sucking wind, and she had to fight to not put her hands on the hips. Like, whew, I ain't doing that no more. It's like I don't know how the Ultimate Warrior did it. she and then she looks at Dom, and Dom is all like, "Hey, babe," instead of, "What are you doing out here in this match?" Feign a little ignorant, and then Liv allegedly hits Dom, but I was like, she missed. I was just watching. I was like, she missed. She missed completely. Get away from my face. Okay, she missed completely. And Cena's like, what? So he played that well. She turns, she jumps on him. Yay! I was like, this seems dumb. Cena's married, and then her eyes turn to get him. And I was like, cool. She low blow kicks him, goes outside the wrong side of the ring, has to run around, get to the ref, throw the ref in. Dom hits the frog splash. He's been waiting a while. Ref gets in, 1, 2, 3. Dom retains the belt. Cool. You get Stephanie Vaquer versus Nikki Bella, and I was like, personally speaking, if this Nikki Bella to me is as fake of a wrestler as you can get. I don't care about, she's a legend, she paved the way. No, she didn't. No, she didn't. She did not pave the way for women's wrestling. No, she didn't. Anyone silly enough, screwball enough, dumb enough to give the Bellas any credit for doing anything for women's wrestling, when all she is diva this, diva that. Ugh. No. So when it comes to WWE, honestly, you have to Akira Hokuto, Bull Nakano, Alundra Blaze. If you want to give them some kind of credit, Moolah and May, yeah, yes. Mildred Burke, original. Without her, there would be none. So the Bellas, I don't give them any credit. I wouldn't even write it on paper and hand it to them as credit. I would credit and just hand it. Nope, I just ball it up, throw it away, because nope, can't give them jack. But Stephanie Vaquer, polished, great wrestler, did what she had to do. Sky Twister Press, 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much. And when she won, I want y'all to go back and look. When Stephanie Vaquer won, she 1, 2, 3, and sat up and looked at the camera like, all right, what's next? Almost like this was so elementary. I had to laugh. I had to laugh. So then we got main event, men's war games. And I'm gonna tell you something about the war games. I love the sirens and the flame bursts going off. I love it's a feel, it's a thing. You are drawn in. I love it. Love it. So on one side we got, for the men's war games, you got Brock Lesnar, Drew McIntyre. Brock Lesnar, he needs to wear pants. He's like a 15-year-old kid from the hip down and a gruff 46-year-old built dude at the top. Just, hey, look, he's where he is. I'm watching him. I can't complain but so much, right? I'm like, I want to see what he gonna do. So, but I'm just saying, it's weird. It's like his body can't tell what age it wants to be, so it's just like, I'll just do a top and bottom. Brock Lesnar, Drew McIntyre, Logan Paul, Braun Breaker, and Bronson Reed against Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso. My initial thoughts, I was like, okay, Jimmy's gonna lose. It makes sense. If Jimmy ain't gonna lose, then it's gonna be Logan Paul. That's how I saw that. Brock Lesnar's too big of a dude, and it must be in his contract. I don't lose much. Drew McIntyre, how many times can you beat him into the mat, right? Logan Paul, He's Logan Paul. He hasn't established himself. He's got too much of an ego. You can beat him 20 times in a row. He's going to act like he won every match. So I just dust him off. Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, Braun, CM Punk credit for that. Braun Breaker is too much of the leader, and that, I mean, come on now. And then you got Bronson Reed, big dude, Tsunami, tribal thief. You don't beat a tribal thief by losing. Logan Paul got to go. That's how I saw it. Roman Reigns, top guy, not losing. Cody Rhodes, champion and top guy, not losing. CM Punk, top guy, champion, not losing. Jey Uso, they still trying. I don't know why. Jimmy Uso, him be who? That's what it looked like. Jimmy Uso got to go. Him be who? And I was wrong. Cool. This War Games was good. It was all right. They didn't have to. They weren't bleeding all over the place. They weren't using furniture ad nauseum. They weren't climbing on top of the cage and really spitting all over the face of War Games. You know, the cage, that thing you're not supposed to really get out. So, the match goes away. In the opening, Cody hit that elbow. I was like, it was a working elbow thrown legit. That was great. And Punk is like, what the hell, man? Cody's like, Cody almost wanted to go, I mean, it is what it is. That's how he almost, you could just see, you know, he was there. But he's like, I'm sorry, yada, yada, yada. Okay. Then what I went over earlier, previous audio upload, Braun Breaker getting dumped on his shoulder neck really bad. And there was some working receipts delivered after that. And everyone's getting annihilated. They're messing each other up. Mystery person come in, climb the cage. I mean, he got up there, got in, and I was like, what in the world? And he's standing, I was like, that's a pose. That is a pose. Hit a side kick, and the side kick looked a little goofy. It looked a little goofy, but hit the curb stomp, and at first, Siege was kind of like, who's that? I was like, that's probably Seth. And she said, and this is what's awesome. After the curb stomp, she said, that's not Seth. One, it couldn't have been Seth because the dude was too big. But she said, that's not Seth Rollins because that curb stomp looked good. But it was done on CM Punk, who took the L for the team. And at the end of the match, I mean, dude left the ring. He left the ring. He didn't stay. He left the ring and all that. And they, after everything is done, Punk, Rhodes, and Roman Reigns, they showed you we are the absolute top 3 on Raw. There is no babyface higher than us. Jey Uso is he's the underscore of the top card. He's like, if something happened to one of y'all, I'll step in. He's reserved. Keep him with some goodness on him, but he's reserved. He is just above mid-card king. That's what Jey Uso is, just above it. And Roman and Punk, dap. Roman and Cody, not so much. And Roman looks at Cody and says, you don't have to worry about teaming up ever again. And then Paul Heyman shoved the kid. I watched James Romero. He covered that. And I was like, he shoved the kid. I was like, he's a heel. Get out my face. Get out my, Plus, Paul Heyman, there's a certain level of people, business-wise or situational-wise, where it's like, I ain't dealing with anything. I don't like you. I don't know you. This is not the space for personal talk or interviews or autographs. Get out my face. And that's what happened. So that's my quick rundown of War Games. This has been Cedric for CR Wrestling Commentary on WWE Survivor Series in San Diego. I want y'all to be cool, be chill, be safe, so I can see you next time.